what's the longest running ad they have? Do they have a bunch of ads? If they have a bunch, chances are they're probably fairly successful with it. They only run ads. They only really run ads if they're making them money. That's just how it is. So that's how you evaluate their paid ads. The other thing you want to look at, these are the other ways they can get attention online. SEO ranking. This is a big one. This is especially huge for local businesses. You can use SEMrush, SimilarWeb. There's a whole bunch of different SEO optimization tools. Just go find one. They all have free trials. They're all pretty effective. Just go and use those tools to see what a particular business is ranking for online. You can see the top keywords they're ranking for. When I say ranking for, when someone goes and searches on Google, for example, if they are ranking for a term, that means that they're going to show up on the search results for that term. So you can use those tools to get a really quick understanding of their ranking. You can also just go onto whatever search platform that they should be optimizing for, like Google, or even like YouTube or Amazon, depending on where their business really is, and just search the same terms that their target market would search if they were trying to solve that problem. And then just see where that business that you're analyzing shows up. Do they show up on the first 1 to 3 results? Do they show up on the first page? Do you have to scroll really, 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 really long time before you see them? You just need to keep that in mind. That'll tell you basically how effective they are. If they're at the top search, if they're the number one result for organic search for a particular term, chances are they're getting a lot of attention through that. And you can usually see it with SEMrush or SimilarWeb. You can see pretty clearly how much traffic they're getting to their site from those search terms. If they're getting a bunch of attention through that, then they're set. They're good at getting attention. You can kind of move on to other methods. There are a few other ways you can tell if a business is getting attention. One method or one really powerful channel is affiliate marketing network. So if they have a bunch of affiliates driving traffic to their site, that's huge. Joint venture partners, if they partnered with other businesses or influencers, et cetera, et cetera. The way to figure that out is just go on social media. You look and see if they have been tagged by other major influencers or creators. If there is a bunch of people linking back to their stuff, you just kind of have to poke around on social media, search for them, go into like their tagged. There's a lot of places where you can see where they've been mentioned or tagged, depending on the social media platform. But just go and see if that's where they're getting attention. Some businesses, they get really, really good attention just through that. They don't run paid ads. They don't have social media content. If you go to like ClickBank, for example, you can see the top offers from different people who basically do none of their own attention getting. They just rely on their affiliates to do that for them, and they just focus on monetizing attention. So check and see if they're getting attention through affiliate marketing or joint venture partners. Now let's talk about direct sales. So this is really common in B2B companies. So businesses that are selling to other businesses, they will use direct sales. So instead of using an intermediary, they're just talking directly to their customer. So this can be done with cold calling, cold DMs, cold emails, just doing networking, showing up at trade shows, going to different events, hanging out in that Facebook, the Facebook group with a bunch of other business owners and talking to them. There's a lot of different ways to do this. It's hard to really see this from the outside. If someone's cold calling, there's no way to see that happening online. If you see a bunch of testimonials or enough testimonials on their website to show that they're actually selling this, and you can't really figure out how they're doing it, there's a really good chance they're using direct sales. Some people do this in conjunction with social media. So they'll have a social media following, and then they will DM the people on their list, or they'll have an email list and they'll DM the people, or they'll send direct emails to those people. That's something you can do when you have a smaller audience to get the most out of it. Again, it's really hard to see unless you're on the inside, unless you are one of their leads. And then the last main method is press coverage or social media buzz or trending. So if they have been featured on major news sites, if they are being discussed on social media by average people or by influential people on this podcast, that podcast, if they've done something remarkable and now they're just the buzz and everyone's talking about how this person did this or achieved this one thing, those are a lot of ways that businesses can get attention. Some businesses are excellent at playing this game. They play the intention game on social media, get everybody talking about them. You just have to go and poke your head around. If they're doing that, then they're probably getting enough attention. This is how you analyze. So these are the main methods that you use to analyze. And guys, I'm going to give you guys a PDF version of this. You guys are going to be able to use this list with these questions. But this is how you tell how they are currently getting attention online. Once you've done that, then you need to analyze how they are currently monetizing their attention. There's really just two elements here. There's the value ladder and funnels that they're using, the actual organization of their online funnel. And then there's the actual copywriting quality. When you're analyzing their value ladder, you need to see if they have all of the products on a value ladder. Do they have lead magnets? Do they have low ticket products? Do they have medium ticket products? Do they have high ticket products? Do they have any subscription-based products? They don't necessarily have to have all of those, but if they don't have one of those particular things, there's usually an opportunity there. Is one of their products weaker than the rest? Do they have a low ticket and a high ticket product? And lots of people have bought their low ticket, but it doesn't look like anybody who's bought their high ticket, or vice versa. You can kind of compare and contrast to see if there's a weak product there. You need to also look and see, do their products all rely on the owner's time? Some people, like for example, are like a therapist. They just sell their time, and they can't really scale beyond a certain amount of time. Like they only have so much time in their life. They can only have a certain amount of clients that they sell their hours, and that's their main product. So for example, if that was the case, you could say, oh, they have an opportunity here to create a scalable product, like a video course or a book or a software tool or something that they could sell to lots of people, and they wouldn't require any additional investment of their time. So ask yourself, are all of their products dependent on their time, or do they have scalable products? Then you want to ask yourself, do they have upsells, they have downsells, cross sells, is all that stuff, the OTOs, one-time offers, is that all built into their funnels? If not, that's usually an opportunity. And then you need to check and see if they are nurturing their existing customers to move them higher up the value ladder. So once someone has purchased, what emails do they get? What type of new access to the brand are they getting? What is the brand doing to help the people who have already bought decide to buy more often or buy new products? So you want to check and see what funnels they have in place, what communication they're doing there. Now, outside of that, then you need to ask yourself about the actual quality of the copy that you see there. How well does the copy match up with the emotional drivers for that target market? If you're analyzing a business, you probably should do at least a little bit of target market research. You should go take a look and see what people are sharing online, figure out what their main drivers are, and then you need to see how well that business is leveraging those specific emotional drivers in their copy. You also need to ask yourself, how accurately have they matched their copy to the sophistication and awareness of their target market? So if the market is really product aware, then they should make sure that their copy matches that. If their audience is only problem aware, then there's a way that they need to adjust their copy. Again, it's stuff I cover in the boot camp. If they haven't done that, that's a huge opportunity for them. If they are doing it correctly, it means they'll probably have pretty successful monetization. Again, ask yourself, is their copy confusing? Is it boring? Is it ugly? You're going to be able to spot these opportunities. You're reviewing their copy just like you review your own copy or you review other students' copy. And then just ask yourself, are there any noticeable opportunities to use your vast array of copywriting tools and tactics to help increase their sales? Can I help increase the percentage of people who land on this page to actually decide to buy? Can I increase the percentage of people who read this email to actually decide to